In those days we were single, and we lived them one by one. Now we hardly see them, they don't walk, they run. But I got plenty left, I've set my sight on. Don't wait up, leave the light on, I'll be home soon. I've been left for dead before, but I still fight on. Don't wait up, leave the light on, I'll be home soon.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Jim Olson from Signature Sounds. It's Thursday night, so it's time for another in our series of 25th anniversary live stream shows. And we've got a great one for you tonight. Live from their home in Nashville, the Birds of Chicago are joining us this evening. I want you to say hello to Allie Russell, to JT Nero, and to Steve Dawson, who will all be popping up on your screen any moment now.
Yeah.
Hello. So happy to be here with you all.
Oh, so great to see you guys.
Wonderful to see you guys.
We've been having such a great time here on Thursday nights here with Signature Sounds artists past and present, and we're so thrilled that you guys are able to drop in and do this. I was trying to think of the last time I saw you guys, and I realized it was on a lovely summer day in Nashville at the Americana Conference. We had a nice, long, leisurely lunch and hung out for a while. And I guess that was maybe a year ago, September, but man, it feels like decades.
I know the whole 2020 is was both, it's like it didn't happen and like it lasted 100 years, hey? Yeah.
It's incredible. How are you guys been doing? Have you been holding up okay?
Yeah, we're holding steady, and just Ida, our daughter, keeps us going and motivated every day to keep feeling hopeful. And we've got lots of new projects on the horizon. So we've been, keeping busy and trying to stay connected with our community, even though we can't be physically together at this time.
And it has been such an incredible year of wild stuff and tragedy in Nashville.
It's been really rough here. People have had such a tough time. We have been very fortunate. The tornado didn't hit our house, but many people in our community were affected. And of course, COVID has just been devastating. So many losses. I mean, we're still mourning John Prine and Charley Pride, all these wonderful, brilliant artists, who will be mourning forever, but we are listening to their music and, thinking of their families and loved ones, and just
it seems like that
line, mask up,
Yeah. Seemed like that tornado and COVID kind of hit at more or less the same time, right? Whether it was like early March.
Exactly. Like the tornado was a week before the shutdown, basically.
8 days before.
Yeah, 8 days before. Yeah, unbelievable. It's been really rough.
And then you guys had a bomb on Christmas Day in downtown Nashville. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, that was a bit of a destabilizer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you have to be very careful when you say this kind of stuff, because it can come off as being very sort of like privileged in your worldview of being like, I'm so thankful for the pandemic because it's let me take a little pause, But there is no doubt that I think that for a lot of us, it has given us an opportunity to really examine the old model, and that's like practically, from like in terms of how we like live our lives. How we go to work, where we go to work, to spiritually, it takes sometimes a fairly cataclysmic thing to jar you out of a certain hamster wheel mentality, and I do have a fair amount of optimism that all of us will be able to take from this and move forward in a more conscious way. And I mean, that's what I'm clinging to. That's my rock right now.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
you guys have been on the road basically your entire adult lives, right? I mean, was there ever a time where you were in one place for a few
No,
months, you
I
know?
mean, I've been on the road since I was 17, and in various projects, and so it was quite a shock.
I think Kayama was the longest we were on
In one
7 days
place.
on a boat. Uh,
Yeah, it was quite a shock. I mean, it's been, and JT's right, just a real wake up in a lot of ways so many with our, the political and social upheaval that we've all been experiencing, the decolonizing of our minds and culture, hopefully eventually, and there's just a lot, and even thinking of it environmentally, like with all of the horrible human suffering that's going on at the same time, that shutdown revealed to us how much pollution we're creating with all that travel, and that's really something we all need to reckon with and figure out a harm reduced way to do things, and that's going to be our huge challenge. How do we be good ancestors? How do we become good ancestors, for our children and our children's children? And we're having a chance to try to do things differently, and that's my hope. I'll second what JT said, that we can come out of this with greater empathy and compassion and self-awareness and a spirit of caring not just for each other and our loved ones, but thinking beyond that, thinking 300 years down the road, thinking globally. And yeah, that's my hope.
Indeed, it feels like we are shifting a little bit in that direction as a country, hopefully. So
Yeah.
let's hope that happens. Well, you guys have, it's
Oh.
not like you've been just hanging around the house this past year. You've been busy. Allie, you have a really exciting project coming out
Yeah, my first
after years
solo
in
record.
bands.
Yeah,
The
many.
spotlight's going to be on you.
I've always been, a collaborative, primarily a collaborative musician and artist, and I still am. I mean, the solo record in so many ways is solo in name only because I'm supported and uplifted by my entire music community to do it. I'll be able to talk more about all of the particulars and all of the wonderful artists who contributed more as we announce officially. But I'm really, really excited to share this music. It's very personal. I'm delving into a lot of personal history and kind of processing it. But I'm just so grateful for this, for my community. So much of the music, the kind of international music community that has gathered in Nashville was part of this journey with me. And I'm so excited to share it soon. So.
Well, you were kind enough to share with me a couple of months ago, and I've been listening, and it's an amazing.
Don't tell.
Without getting into any detail, it's an amazing experience. It's not necessarily what people might be expecting. It's a very brave album.
Thank you, Jim. Oh, that means
it's
a
gonna be
lot
great.
coming from you. 25 years in A&R, man. So that means a lot coming from you. Oh.
Now, I don't know this whole story, but as I understand it, Brandi Carlile helped you along with this
Yes, she
step.
did. She really did. She championed the record, and she championed me, and she connected me with my incredible team at Fantasy Records and the Concord Music Publishing. Like, we met them through Brandi, and I'm just so grateful to her for that. And she's been just such a supporter all throughout the pandemic, uplifting the Black Lives Matter movement, raising $100,000 for Black Trans Collective in Minneapolis. I mean, she's been so inspiring to me for years as an artist who unites, her art with her heart, and has done all the fundraising. She's raised over $1 million for War Child UK to help children displaced by war. I mean, she's just an incredibly inspiring individual and artist, and I love her to death. And I'm just so grateful. We really connected more. I mean, the funny thing about this pandemic, like where we've all had time to kind of reach out to people that we've met in passing on the road, but never, everyone's so busy, you never really had a chance to
Sure.
so she's been one of the people that I've gotten to know better from, even though there's this distance, and it's been a gift really. Yeah, I'm very.
I would imagine you guys are seeing more Nashville neighbors now, all of whom are traveling musicians who would normally be on the
Yeah.
road.
Well, we see each other from afar, definitely. I mean, we've all been very careful with the protocol because, the outbreak here has been terrible. Unfortunately, masking was so politicized, has been so politicized. Hopefully we're getting to a more science-based, health-based approach to it now and taking the politics out of it, because of course it's not a political issue, it's a health issue. And we've been very, very careful. We have a daughter. We're in a tiny educational pod with 2 other families, and one of them has an immune compromised grandma at home. So we've been really, really rigorous, testing every week, masking, not, only distanced outdoor 6+ feet visits. We have Ida and Abigail Washburn and Bela Fleck's son Juno are their dear friends, and they have this, they'll do a FaceTime Lego dates and things like that. So, we're all
awesome.
figuring out the Zoom and FaceTime workarounds to not go totally stir crazy, So,
Well, hopefully it won't be too much longer before we can get back to some sense, but
yeah, fingers crossed.
In some ways, it's harder, right, when you can see a little bit of a light at the
You
end of
see
the
the
tunnel.
end, you see the end in sight.
When there was no vaccine, it was just indefinite, and we were just kind of put ourselves in it and didn't look ahead. And
Didn't
now,
dare to hope.
now we see something and we're hungry for it. I'm
Yeah.
like, I try not to like check the vaccine rollout news every day, but yeah, that's human nature, right? It's tougher now.
Yeah, well, we're so relieved that JT's parents are kind of on the list in Wisconsin, and some of our frontline. I just want to say a huge thank you to all of the frontline workers. I mean, the Herculean efforts of nurses, doctors, everyone that works in the hospital, all the support staff, what they've been going through in this time. I mean, we had a very
We don't say Herculean anymore.
well.
It's kind of toxic, masculine.
JT just said we don't say Herculean. He's too much of a toxic man. But Athenian, like Athena, she's tough.
She's great.
Yeah, Athenian task. But just I'm just in awe. I'm so grateful and thankful. And I was connecting this to something you had said, and I've lost the thread completely.
Sorry about that.
well,
But yeah.
we're really thankful and grateful that you guys are here tonight. It would be special to have Birds performing under any circumstance.
Yeah.
But you guys say this is going to be the last we might see of you for a while as a unit.
Yeah, the last.
So
this is
we're
our
honored.
last public show for a while.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, we are honored. We are so grateful to knowing all of you. We're so inspired by your work of the last 25 years, the way you've been uplifting independent artists for a quarter of a century. I mean, it's stunning. We are so grateful to have, to be part of the Signature family, and you're just a huge part of our lives, and we love you all.
Look at all these nice people clacking.
Right back at you. Hey, let's get to
wonderful
music.
to see people. Hi from France. Oh, look at all this. Is wonderful. Bonjour, salut de France. Oh, and Patty Jones and Sugarland. Hello.
Yeah, I gotta say, yeah, I mean, how much we love y'all. We tell you a bunch, and it gets uncomfortable. But I mean, the 2 shows we did at the Parlor Room
Oh, that
in
was
what,
so heavenly. Like 3 years
2016,
ago.
2017, bro. Like
Yeah, 3 years ago. I think.
That's pretty high on my list of
Dream
good
gigs.
live memories. It was
And on ours too. That's in the Parlor Room Hall of Fame for sure.
Oh man, we had so much fun. We just,
So great.
we dream of that. We miss playing for you all live so much. We miss it, and when it's safe, it's going to be so joyous. And even though it won't be Birds for a couple years, there will be many cameos and guest appearances where
You guys know you're welcome
you'll see the
anytime,
family.
any format. So
Well,
let's get to music.
I can't wait to bring my new record, back to Northampton as well. And I just love y'all, and the whole community there is so just a very soulful, wonderful place. The love of music, the care for poetry and lyrics, and all of just such, deep listening that is going on in your part of the world, and we don't take it for granted. And Green River Fest too. I keep thinking how magical that was, and I can't wait till the day when we can all do that again. Come together in joyous assembly again.
That last tent show at Green River, it was maybe
so
the hottest
much
I've ever
fun.
been on.
That was so fun.
And that was
We specialize in that.
Yeah, it was
that's
great.
another memorable one.
It was great. Oh my gosh, Anchorage, Alaska. Oh my goodness, and you're in a quarantine for 2 weeks. Hang in there. Oh my gosh. Catherine, hi, Catherine. We love you. Oh, this is so lovely. And Ashley, oh, I'm going to start crying.
We're actually not going to play any songs.
No, I'm just going to wave at people.
Just read comments.
Oh, it's so lovely. We're seeing all your beautiful comments, and it just, I feel like I wish you were all in this. We could safely somehow all be in this room together, but it's almost like we are when we get to read these lovely comments. Yeah.
All right, let's have some music.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Birds of Chicago.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you, Jim. We love you. All right, you guys, we're going to start with
Oh, who can forget?
an oldie for us.
Who can forget where they were the first time they heard this next song?
We want to send this out to Catherine, Joe Henry's sister, who I saw was on here, because Joe Henry produced the record that this song comes from. This is called Real Midnight. To all of you, with love. Thank you for joining us tonight.
This song starts with a gentle strum from me. Can I start?
Yes.
Okay. Real midnight's gonna come. Real midnight's gonna come. Real wolves at your door, with blood on the tongues. Now what you gonna do with your days left in the sun, out of line? Are you cruel to the one who loves you because you're tired, you're scared? It's easily done. And who's standing there when the anger comes and darkens your eyes? Give me those tender kisses, kiss my shoulders, kiss my eyes. Don't make me feel bad. Why would you do that? Why? Lift me up, lift me up, lift me up, lift me up. Don't cut, don't cut, don't cut, don't cut. I know you love me. Why would you cut me? Don't cut, don't cut, don't cut, don't cut me down. Hey, yeah, yeah. With those tender kisses, kiss my shoulders, kiss my eyes. Don't make me feel bad. Why would you do that? Why? hurt me. Don't hurt, don't hurt, don't hurt, don't hurt me down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The midnight's gonna come. Yeah, that's alright. We will be as the stars and put holes in the night. In 10,000 years, let's see our love shine. When the light on the banks, looking up through the pines. Yeah. Mr. Steve Dawson, everybody, Steve Dawson. Oh, thank you so much. It's so lovely to, hi Glenn, hi Larry, we love you. Oh my goodness. Okay, Flying Dreams. So this one, JT wrote before we became parents, and it's kind of an ode to the wisdom of our children. Hello from Vancouver Island. Oh, hi Jennifer. Vancouver Island. So Steve, Jennifer, you might know this already, but Steve is a born and raised in Vancouver, British Columbia, my fellow Canadian. And we met in Vancouver when I was a teenager. And Steve has been a musical mentor and a friend for many, many years. And so we've all wound up in Nashville, and it's just so lovely to be able to do these collaborations together. And Steve's been on the road with us the last 3 years?
Something like that.
Yeah, last 3 years we logged many miles, many days on the road, and we are very grateful to his wife Alice and his daughter Casey for allowing that, for letting us, lending him to us for so many shows in so many countries and continents over the last few years. So we are so happy to be here with you all tonight. This is really, really special. If we had thought of it, knowing that this was Bird's last show, we would have taken some requests in advance. But in lieu of that, we just... You can throw a request in the comments, and if we remember how to play it, we'll try and do it. Well, I probably won't do them. But that's not true. But in lieu of taking requests, we just picked out a bunch of songs that we would hope people would request. And this is if we had taken requests. And this is for Eleanor June. You're out there. Our niece. We love you, Ellie. But she now has to share the dedication with Ida, our daughter, and in fact with all the children of the world. All of them. Sorry, let me just get into... Play that ukulele in 7 months. The 4th November, geese in the pine by your home, down from Ontario, you fed them every morning, little crumbs from your pocket, yeah. Then one day, they were gone on, when they left behind broken wings.
wake up? Will you wake up? Will you wake up? And everything has died out. Hold you close, I'll wipe tears from your eyes. You are young, you are wise. Here in your time, da 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 da. I wish you fly in dreams. 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 I wish you wings. I wish you wings. I wish you wings. I wish you wings. 'Cause if you go, there's everything. There's no more dreams. There's only silence in the night. You love the world. When you were a little baby girl, oh, you love the world. When you were a little baby girl, you felt the pain of the world. When you were a little baby girl, whoa, you felt the pain of. I can see your mother trying to rock you to sleep. Eyes with the ghosts out on the periphery. You wake up, will you wake up, will you wake up, and everything has died out. Hold you close, I like tears from your eyes. You are young, you are wise, even your time, da 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 da. I wish you fly in dreams, I wish you fly in dreams, I wish you fly in dreams, I wish you fly in dreams. I know it's you. Cause if you close things, that's everything. There's no more trees, there's only silence in the night. I wish you fly in dreams. 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 I wish you wings. I wish you wings. I wish you wings. I wish you wings. 'Cause if you close those things, that's everything. There's no more dreams, there's only silence in the night. Flying Dreams, Mr. JT Nero, Mr. Steve Dawson. One moment. All right. So I am also part of a group called Our Native Daughters.
Okay.
And, oh, here, let me refresh the comments so I can see y'all. Hi, oh, hi, Jane. Trampoline. Yes, Jane, we will play that for you. We will get to that. I promise. I promise.
Request granted.
Request granted. Oh, Fiona, my cousin, happy birthday. It was my cousin's birthday a few days ago. Happy birthday, Fee. She's in Edmonton. I miss Ed. We were so sad to miss the Edmonton Folk Fest this summer, but you know, it will happen eventually when it's safe. Hi, sweetie. Oh, this is so great. JT hitting home runs. Matt, I love this. Hi, Pam. Great to see you and hear Steve again.
Oh.
All right. Well, so Native
that?
Daughters,
Yeah.
we are actually, it was just announced yesterday or the day before, we made a documentary, or rather Smithsonian made a documentary, and it's going to debut on the Smithsonian Channel. Oh, just one moment. I lost a piece of my banjo. On the Smithsonian Channel on February 22nd. So I'm very excited about that.
What's that?
And Native Daughters, for those of you who don't know, that's Rhiannon Giddens, Layla McCalla, Amethyst Kia, and I. And we made a record called Songs of Our Native Daughters that came out on Smithsonian Folkways in 2019. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope you'll be able to tune in and join us. That this is one of the tunes that I wrote for that project. And it's come to have kind of a whole different meaning for me during this pandemic time. It's called You're Not Alone, and you're not. And I want to send it out especially to folks who have lost loved ones or who are separated from their loved ones right now. This is just a really hard time, and just know that you are loved and you're never really alone.
You're just looking ahead. Pro move.
Hey, my little evening star, how bright you are. Anywhere you go, you're not alone. Rocks and bugs and angel wings, every little shiny thing. Anywhere you go, you're not alone. You're the North Star and the compass, always finding something wondrous. Anywhere you go, you're not alone. Wish that I could keep you from sorrow and harm. None of us is here for long, but you're not alone. In the cradle of the circle, how the ones who came before you, their strength is yours now. You're not alone. Sparrows in the morning, crows at dusk, singing with your daddy. We have love, we have love, we have love, we have love. You're not alone. Acadie, de l'Europe aux Amériques. La musique nous réunit, une famille. La musique nous réunit, de la Louisiane au sans souci. Tigalem, Tigali, on arrive, une famille. And my little evening star, how bright you are. We have love. You're not alone. We have love. We have love. We have love. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Powerful
Drew.
version of You're Not
Oh,
Alone.
our brother Drew Lindsay's in the house.
He identified himself.
We miss
I'm glad he
you.
used his full name.
Oh, Neil. Oh, my goodness. All the way from Shetland, Neil. We love you. We miss you all. This is just marvelous. What a joy. What a joy to be here with you all
Shetland.
tonight.
Wow.
Thank you for joining us. It means the world to us
It is.
to have this time together.
You guys, Neil, great promoter in Shetland and great
Amazing
friend.
promoter, yeah.
But he, I mean, in Shetland, it is 2 p.m. 2 days from now in Shetland.
Is he the guy we had drinks with after
which is
some festival
A
recently?
hard thing to wrap your head around.
Last year? That fellow? That's him?
Yes,
Okay.
Neil. That's right. They were in town. That was so great.
We're just taking a second to kind of recover from that
All right.
sledgehammer. Allie just
We're
hit us with.
gonna play you another one from the Real Midnight album that we made with our beloved brother Joe Henry. He produced it. He is just one of the most brilliant producers, in my opinion, of music and of the last 15
600
years that
years.
he's been producing. But he's a tremendous artist as well, and we had the absolute honor and joy of singing on his last album, The Gospel According to Water. And it's a stunning record, and we love Joe so much. We miss him so much, and I've been having such kind of going down, memory lane of different times when we got to be able to be with people in close quarters, and recording Real Midnight at Joe and Mel's Garfield house in Pasadena back in 2015 is one of just a memory I will treasure my whole life. So this is another one from that record, and it's called Time and Times.
I know all the songs that made you cry. Oh, like imagining the cats in the cradle. That song always made me sick. Oh, now it's on and I can't keep its tears from rolling. Time and time, I let 'em know about it, baby, how you were true and free and wild. Oh, the young lovers lying on the trestle, down through the tracks, swore they'd ever hold it there, baby. Don't move a muscle, come on to your love. God, I love you, reverberation, another train coming. Gotta get moving and I don't want, I don't want, I don't want to. She said, come on, baby, it's time to go. They told me you were dead before you died. Oh, that your mind was gone. You were broken, no, not the girl I'd known. With a bottle of booze from and a crown of summer flowers. Time and time. So many years have come and gone. I'm just trying to hold on. Because your love lying on the chest, down through the tracks, swollen river, hold it there, babe. Don't move a muscle. Come on, do you love me? God, I love the reverberation. Another train coming. Gotta get moving. Gotta get moving. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. She said, come on, baby, it's time to go. Gotta get moving, gotta get moving. I don't. She said, come on, baby, it's time to go.
Aw, Joel, it's your favorite. I'm so glad it was your favorite. That makes me happy. The Rockies in Canada. Oh my goodness. Oh, I see you guys are bearing with unexpected bandwidth challenges. Okay. I hope hopefully it's not our daughter trying to watch Scooby-Doo, illicit Scooby-Doo on the internet.
Illicit Scooby-Doo.
Oh, we love Ohio, JT. Ohio's own, born and bred in Toledo, because his family, his dad and mom both taught at the University of Toledo, so they moved the family from Chicago to Toledo.
That's right.
Whole thing.
There's been a lot of questions. There's actually haven't been that many questions about what I'll be doing in the next year or so. And when Allie's putting her solo record out, you mentioned Ohio. I'm going to be reforming my breakdance troupe from Toledo, Ohio.
Thank God.
The Floor Patrol.
The time has come.
And I think like a lot of really good
Olympic.
aging basketball players, we won't rely so much on sheer athleticism in the show now, but I think we are smarter breakdancers and we are ultimately better breakdancers than we were
A few years ago.
30 some years ago.
Cerebral
And so look for that. I could see
First
us.
wave.
I could see us
Call it a
hitting,
comeback.
hitting the parlor room when times allow.
This is great. Can we do second cousin?
You know what? We're actually a little bit. We have a request for Mountains Forest.
Oh, let's do that. Yes, let's do Mountains Forest. Who requested that? It's for
Atlanta Larry.
At Larry. This is for Atlanta Larry. Mountains Forest. We're happy to do that for you. Brilliant. Okay. Let me grab this. Mountains Forest, many ways, the first Birds of Chicago song, but it was on a JT Nero solo record that came out a couple of years before the first Birds record. So, but it's one of my favorites that JT ever wrote. It's called Mountains Forest, but it's
Remember
about
to play this?
tiny electric seahorses. Who doesn't that actually?
It's just got the renegade.
Seahorses unite the world. You know, for all of the deep
it's good.
divisions
Good when it comes around.
running through our country and all around the world, all the things that we can fight about and disagree about. One thing that we have discovered in our travels, which now span several continents and about 13 or 14 countries, that every single human that we've ever met is pro seahorse. So, somewhere to start. Bridge building with the love of seahorses.
Hey, if you see me falter in the lyrics, you gotta furiously type them in. I think I got my part though.
You got it. Well, you got to sing along at home if you know it.
Drew can cue you.
All right. I've been laid down in the weeds and the tendrils. I've been worn by surgeon generals. And I've seen the moonlight on a stack of quarters. I've seen the milk in the hand of the farmer's daughter. So baby, it would be wrong to think I'm easily amazed. I hold out for surprises. I do not hope to be saved. Play it close, let it in. Receive it, hold on, taste it, release it, release it, release it, release it. There are mountains, there are forests, there are tiny electric sea horses. Now you can believe too many things at one time. Wake up in the morning and cry. Not a forest, there are tiny electric sea horses. Now you can believe too many things at one time. Wake up in the morning and cry.
This one's for all my old Ned Skelton homies. I wanted to have a dream that the Shriners and their pheasants were out in the park with the gangster disciples. They were all in a circle with their arms around each other. They were singing, "Hold me closer, tiny dancer." And in that dream, I believe there would be some answers to many so long hidden questions. But I went to sleep last night and I dreamed of nothing. Oh, baby, don't you know it's hard for me to say that I'm sorry?
There are mountains, there are forests, there are tiny electric sea horses. Now you can believe too many things at one time. Wake up in the morning, cry. There are mountains, there are forests, there are tiny electric sea horses. Now you can believe too many things at one time. Wake up in the morning, cry.
Perfect. We did that perfectly.
We did it. We
I was
remembered
worried.
the words. Oh, Jim Henley says whoever requested is my. You would love each other, Jim and Larry. You would love each other. Dave, thank you. Oh, it's so. This is lovely. It's like being together. Oh,
What's up?
we love you, Larry, and congratulations, Larry just became a grandfather again.
And a vaccinated
Just a few and a vaccinate. So Larry is one of the frontline workers, Dr. Larry from Atlanta, who's become a dear friend, and he's been on the front lines, and he just got his second vaccine, and we're so relieved. And he's a new grandpa, and we love we love you all, Siripkin family, so much, so much.
Yeah.
Hold steady. Yeah, Jared, can we do hold steady?
That's gonna have to be on Patreon.
Okay, Jer says we will do it, but on Patreon, because I think it's. Oh, he says we're running out of time. Okay, we are gonna do. He's gone to get himself, I think, some bourbon, and we are gonna play you. Oh, barley. Shall I do barley right now? Okay, right. Okay. He's getting ice cream for our daughter, and I'm gonna play. We're gonna sing this one, which is called Barley, that I wrote. Really thinking about my grandma Isabel Roger Robertson, Dr. Isabel Roger Robertson, and she was just the light of my childhood, and I miss her every day. She was taken too soon with Alzheimer's, and it's such a vicious disease, devastating disease, and I know a lot of people have loved ones living with Alzheimer's or are living with it themselves, and I just send so much love out. But whenever I feel afraid or small or powerless, I think about my grandma. She was just one of the bravest humans I ever met, and I miss her every day. But I do believe love never dies, and so I just sending this out to her, to all our loved ones that we're missing, that are not physically with us anymore, but who are very much with. Their love is still with us. I believe that, and so this is called Barley. The wind that shakes the barley, heaven will not shake me. The wind that shakes the barley will not shake me. The wind that shakes the barley won't shake me. As my grandma told me, this I saw, though that I see. And the fire that takes the kindling, it will not take me. The fire that takes the kindling will not take me. The fire that takes the kindling won't take me. As my grandma told me, this I saw, though that I see. And the rain that floods the valley will not drown me. The rain that floods the valley will not drown me. The rain that floods the valley won't drown me. As my grandma told me, this I saw, though that I see. And the heart that stoops a sparrow will not strike me. The heart that stoops a sparrow will not strike me. The heart that stoops a sparrow won't strike me. As my grandma told me, this I saw, though that I see. Dark before the dawn breaks will not bind me. The dark before the dawn breaks will not bind me. The dark before the dawn breaks won't bind me. As my grandma told me, this I saw, though that I see. And the wind that shakes the barley will not shake me. The wind that shakes the barley will not shake me. The wind that shakes the barley won't shake me. My grandma told me, this I saw, though that I see. Hell, my grandma told me, this I saw, though that I see. Hell, my grandma told me, this I saw, though that I see. Thank you. Thanks, you guys. Oh, this is, I think Ida wanted to sing this one with us.
Yeah, I'll get her.
You want to grab her?
I
Or
just-
actually, I'll grab her and you tell them about it. I'll go grab her.
Which one is that?
American Flowers.
Oh, nice.
Anybody that ever sang the song with us live or saw us do it live, you know that we would often talk about our faith in people, and when it gets down to it, and our recent events, at least logically, might shake a reasonable person's faith in people. It didn't, you know. Everything that we talk about in that song is more crucial and more important than ever. Solid people, decent people, gotta stand up and account for themselves. And that is not a political statement. Hey, sweetheart.
This is Ida. She wanted to come and sing this one with us. She has been all over the world with us from the time we toured the whole gestation.
I remember one of the times that I sang this before.
You sang it
What?
on stage with us in so
Yeah,
many
I was
different
terrified.
places.
I was like terrified.
Are you talking about the time you ran on stage and
I remember the time you almost fell off the stage.
Oh yeah,
She-
that time. I knew it was a lot.
she gave we had an emergency tour manager Kevin Coit, so you that weekend, and Ida gave him the slip and came on stage for this song, and
I was really young though.
Yeah.
Was that the night I was playing with my squishies on stage?
I think so.
was that the night she was playing with her squishies on stage?
I think
Uh,
I was younger.
she was much younger then. That's beneath her dignity.
She's older than that now.
Old
Yeah,
enough
that's
to know
right.
better.
It's beneath her dignity.
All right. It's always been a immensely healing thing to sing this with rooms full of humans. So let's
Pretend you can do that now.
let's form and sing that. I've seen American flowers all across this land, from the banks of the Shenandoah along the Rio Grande. Do not feel the winter blowing in the hearts of men. I've seen American flowers, they will bloom again. On the south side of Chicago, man who's not yet grown went out for a ride, but the car was not his own. But he did not see the stop sign or the boy on his skateboard, and now he's lying broken on the ground. Nobody around. He could have drove away, but he pulled on over to the curb and he ran out where he lay. He was just hoodie for a pillow. So little man, you're gonna be okay. And he waited for the ambulance to come. I've seen American flowers all across this land, from the banks of the Shenandoah along the Rio Grande. Do not fear the winter blowing in the hearts of men. I've seen American flowers, they will bloom again. Tender was the night down in the Tenderloin, in an alley off O'Farrell Street, in the neon glow, where she finally caught that dragon a mile from Chinatown. She took her wings and eased her body down. She gave a little shudder, but no pain. She felt no pain, and she knew that she was back on home in Morgantown again. She could smell the lady's slippers and the wild thimbleweeds. Mama, I was just mad, I never meant to leave. I've seen American flowers all across this land, from the banks of the Shenandoah along the Rio Grande. Do not feel the winter blowing in the hearts of men. I've seen American flowers, they will bloom again. Lay a roof in Texas, it's the job for someone younger. So is catching fastballs from your grandson in the summer. There you are saying, come on kid, let me feel that Hummer, with your back and hips and knees on fire. And you're saying, come on grandpa, when you gonna let me throw a curve? And you're looking back at him in the sun and you feel your heart is bursting. Let me keep him from himself and those that mean to hurt him, if that be your will, oh Lord. I've seen American flowers all across this land, from the banks of the Shenandoah along the Rio Grande. Do not fear the winter blowing in the hearts of men. I've seen American flowers, they will bloom again. right there off the interstate in northwest Ohio. In the amber waves of grain and the assemblies of crows, there rose the two twin spires beside a golden dome, the Islamic Mosque of Greater Toledo. I was flying down the highway when it caught my eye. I was sipping red cream soda, I was listening to Johnny Prine, and I saw that golden dome against a pink and purple sky. I was singing, don't let your baby down. I've seen American flowers all across this land, from the banks of the Shenandoah along the Rio Grande. Do not fear the winter blowing in the hearts of men. I've seen American flowers, they will bloom again. I've seen American flowers all across this land, from the banks of the Shenandoah along the Rio Grande. Do not fear the winter blowing in the hearts of men. I've seen American flowers, they will bloom again. Nice job, sweetie.
For singing with us, love. Thank you so much. You can go.
Where to be?
Can you say goodnight?
You say good
Say goodbye, goodnight.
You want to say good night? Yeah, you could say it. Good night.
Thank you, Ida.
Welcome.
Oh, you guys, this is just a joy, really true. Ooh, Jane, this is your request now for trampoline. Trampoline.
While it's tuned, let's I want to send some love out to our Birds tribe members. I mean, as you know, we've been touring a lot with this power trio for the last couple years, but anybody that has stuck with us in the last 6-7 years knows that, you know, we've always been a collective of musicians, and our brother Drew Lindsay,
Is in the house tonight.
Dan Abawapsi, some original JT and the Clouds, transition to Birds, Chris Merrill, of course, Susie Merrill,
Susie Bolter.
Susie Bolter Merrill, who quite foolishly left her job to come on the road with us as our tour manager when
Helped us raise Ida for 3.5 years on the road. That's what she did.
and no matter how much she regrets it now, it was an incredible act of kindness, and I still can't believe she did it. We literally couldn't have done it without her.
Nick Chambers.
Our rock steady drummer and gentle Texan. The first 2 years, well, as soon as Ida could talk, pretty rough thing for her dad. Whenever Nick would leave the tour and we'd go home, she would say, "Dad, talk like Nick."
She would.
She loved Nick's Texas accent, and I would try to. Joe Fallhaber, one of our
OGs.
original Axemen on guitar, wrote that beautiful riff for Real Midnight.
Michelle McGrath
Michelle McGrath, who is
sang on almost every
my
record.
oldest partner in music, and then Joel Schwartz, of course, on the guitar when we first time we played Green River. It was
With Joel.
Joel.
And Drew.
spellbinding
Chris,
people.
Nick.
Mikey August, Mikey Lightning, who
Yeah,
played on
played-
the original
Yep.
Birds of Chicago record, and then Chris Neal, of course, who the incredible horn and keys man, who was always a part of the
arrangements.
Clouds, and
He's joined us in many live shows, mostly in Chicago these days because he's a dad and a teacher. And it was his birthday just now, so happy birthday, Chris Neal, too.
I'm sure we'd love to
Yeah.
Will Waghorn, our UK
Long time tour manager.
Willie Wag.
Yeah, Willie Wag.
Alex Schreiner did some tour managing for us here, but it's always been, and we cannot we can't get into the kind of underground railroad of families and people that have taken us in and helped us when we were going through rough patches. Like we could not have had this run without them, and most of you are on there right now, and y'all know how much we love you. So
So grateful to this community,
and this community continues. Like that's the most important. I mean, all like joking aside, like we always planned. This was always part of the Birds' plan, is to make this record of Allie's, and for her to wait for the right time to tell her story, and this is the time for that. But it's been part of the design from the start, and we're always going to be making music together. That's what we do. This is home base, and we'll give it different names and different permutations, but we're not going anywhere. So all right, we're going to play the very first Bird song, first song I wrote for us as a
and
duet.
there's a video out there somewhere of JT and Michelle and I singing this years ago in San Francisco in our friend Sean Hayes' studio. That's out there somewhere. But yeah, sending you all so much love. And Jane, this was your request, so Champagne James, oh my gosh.
Oh, thank
you, Jim Henley. How could we forget to mention
Lord. That
Champagne
was
James?
bound to
He's a
happen.
huge part of the Birds family as well, and has done tours with us. And a special mention of Mandy Ferrarini of
Very good.
Sway Wild, because she was they were taking a break from the road, and Mandy Fair, we called her up. James couldn't do the tour, and Joel couldn't do the tour.
He wouldn't do the tour.
And
None
we
of them
called up Mandy, and she just rocked it out with us on a couple of tours, and we're so grateful to her.
I wish we'd forgotten someone else besides Champagne James. Champagne James has an explosive temper and nurses wounds for a long time, so I wish it had gone.
That's right. No,
wish it had gone another way.
He does not have an explosive temper. He's one of the kindest, gentlest people I know. So, yeah, we're surrounded with an incredible community of artists, and they're all doing fabulous work that I hope you all follow along.
Stung by the ride, so I'm floating like a bee, floating home from the world away. Things are clear to me. Spring is coming back to land. It's only 4 degrees out, but I believe it's true. And I cannot find the moon. The stars are little pinpricks beneath us is wounded. Sick, oh, everybody's wounded. Everybody's sick, I say that. Neither of us is wounded. Neither of us is sick. We're gonna be so good to you. We're gonna be so mean. I'm gonna catch you when you fall through. I'm gonna blow you like a trampoline.
Like a trampoline, skin me like a stove, shake me like a tambourine and a little Baptist stove. Oh, you don't know all the punches I've been thrown. It's just living to me. Oh.
Good, clean fun. All right,
Oh
let's-
my goodness, Jim saying JT's voice is so great. I love that. Yes, I agree. JT's voice is so great. And I have to tell y'all a little sneak bit of information here. There's a JT special project coming soon that I'm very excited for you all to hear. It's some of my favorite stuff that he's ever written, and that is coming soon too. So you heard it here first. It's coming. Oh my goodness, I have a special memory of seeing you at the house party dinner in Madrid, New Mexico, and in Las Vegas, New Mexico. Ruby, your French bulldog. I totally remember Ruby because we are always, we love the tour dogs that we've met so much. Nancy, I thank you for bringing up that memory, and we have such a special place in our hearts for New Mexico, sending out love to our sister Anna, who is in New Mexico right now, and who is really a part of our Birds family too. Anna Teixeira, incredible artist, writer, multi-instrumentalist. Check her out, Anna Teixeira, and she was, of course, my sister in Poe Girl as well, and Birds of Chicago. She's been an honorary bird many times, and we love her so much. So please go check out Anna Teixeira. This is OK Amo and the Portland house, Doug Fur, 3AD. Oh my gosh, this is so wonderful, just amazing. Yes, JT stuff. Don't worry, Jen, it's coming. Yeah. It is. It's coming. We have lots of music coming, and again, it is farewell and not goodbye. We will be back with Birds. We're just, this time has brought a lot of transitions for all of us, I think. And one of the things that we realized is when touring comes back, we are not prepared to both be away from our daughter as much as it has required, since she loves school. She wants to she used to come with us, and we thought we would homeschool her and all of this stuff, and you adjust and you transition, and we're really excited for all that's to come, and there'll be a lot more music. We are doing more co-writing together than we've ever done before during this pandemic time. It's so exciting, and we are just want to give a shout out to the Concord Music Publishing, who have given us jobs as writers, and that has been a saving grace for us in this time. I honestly, we wouldn't be able to pay the rent and put food on the table without them at this point, and we are so grateful. So it's just really exciting. We're going to be doing lots of writing for other people too, and that's a joy.
While we're talking about poverty, I've been remiss. Y'all probably see the donation thing. A percentage of that, most of it goes to the artist, but a percentage of it goes back to help Signature Sounds keep the amazing parlor room,
Keep it going.
as
Save our
a
stages.
venue
keep
and a
them
vital
open for when we
resource. So throw your ones in, folks. There is a light at the end of
love
the
them
tunnel, but
so much.
it's going to be the toughest through the last little bit. So we can't slack on that front, or we're going to lose more.
Yeah.
So
We love Signature Sound so much, and we know the Northampton community has been so incredibly supportive, and all of you. I mean, we've been seeing unbelievable generosity. People donating to Music Cares, people donating to Save Our Stages, people supporting artists directly, venues directly, and we see that, we feel that, and we're so grateful. You're keeping this community afloat, and there's just really there's not enough words of gratitude that I can express eloquently right now, but we love y'all. So this is, did someone else requested Remember Wild Horses?
Couple people threw it in.
Yes, Paul requested it. Okay, Paul, it's coming. And someone just wrote right out, Spring Lake, Michigan. Yeah! Really close to Grand Rapids. That's where Spring Lake, Michigan is. Oh, so great. Okay. This is Remember Wild Horses for the several people that have requested it. First daughter of the night of Columbus, friends of moonbeams, painters' brushes. There was not a single one among us who thought she'd be alone. Now she loves her nieces and and all the nephews, green tea, and the good view of the butterfly weeds and the cornflowers out back behind your home. Hey, remember wild horses running over with the morning in their eyes, ears pinned back on the free land, on the free blue skies. You don't have to wipe away your tears. Go on, let them fall. You're just remembering wild horses is all. Down at the World the way I saw an old buddy kind of laughing in his beer. I said, man, what's so funny? Looked up at me like he wanted to punch me. He said, nothing's funny, not a damn thing's funny. I love you so long, I believe that she loved me. I promised her, she promised me. Hey, remember wild horses running on with the morning in their eyes, ears peeling back on the free land, on the free blue skies. You don't have to wipe away your tears. Go on, let them fall. You're just remembering wild horses is all. His mind was bright and his body played tricks. Would not be long till it flat out. Chopsticks in a bag of old leather. Alone in his room with a ghost of past summers he can't see her now, he can't see her now. Sunlight through a carousel. One hand over her eye to block the sign. Waiting by the window for only one. Hey, remember wild horses running over the morning in their eyes. Ears pinned back on the free land, on the free blue skies. You don't have to wipe away your tears. Go on, let them fall. You're just remembering wild horses is all. Hey, remember wild horses running on with the morning in their eyes. Ears pinned back on free land, on the free blue skies. You don't have to wipe away your tears. Go on, let them fall. You're just remembering wild horses is all. Yeah. You're just remembering wild horses is all. Yeah. Oh. You're just remembering wild horses is all. Thank you. Mr. J.T. Nero, Mr. Steve Dawson. This is just so lovely. Oh, Carolyn, it's your favorite. You know what? That has been, I think, maybe our most requested song over the years is Remember Wild Horses.
I can vouch for that.
And yeah, it's just so lovely to be here with you all.
We forgot Saints and Motion.
Thank you, Deb. Oh, well, let's throw that in. How are we doing for time? I feel like
Jared,
we're just
Joe,
Jared. You can throw in the hi, Paul. Thank you. Oh, we miss Scotland. This is amazing. Oh my goodness, Miss Abernathy's bees.
I can't. That's gonna have to be a Patreon one.
Okay, we will play if.
We got time for two more. We're gonna sneak in two more.
Okay.
We may have.
Is that we've been told? 2 more? Okay. We'll see if they send us a note. Hi, Kylie. I love it. A big shout out to my 105 hot yoga family in Chicago. Hi, Kylie. We miss you guys so much. You have no idea. And John, tell John I just got his amazing book about Bob Marley, and I can't wait to dive in. That just came in the mail. All right. So, Saints Emotion?
Let's do till it's gone, and we'll never end the Saints.
Okay, good idea. Okay. Well, so we are going to play you the song that brought us together. It's a song that JT wrote, and many years ago my band, Anna and my band, Po Girl, covered it. And it's the reason why we met and formed a friendship and started playing music together and fell in love and started a band and had a baby and got married and all the rest of it. So this is where it began, was with this song. And a lot of any Islanders, Washington Islanders on here will remember JT and the Clouds playing this, and maybe even the Blue Spruce Band joining in and playing it with JT and the Clouds. And we sang it for many years in Po Girl, and we are going to sing it together for you now. I fell in love with this song, and then I fell in love with this man. And we've traveled all over the world singing this song almost everywhere we went. So I hope you enjoy it. This is Till It's Gone.
It's you, Steve.
God bless this beautiful morning till it's gone. God bless this beautiful morning till it's gone. How I'm gonna feel when it goes, I don't know. That's another song. God bless this beautiful morning till it's gone. Thank God for the kind of happiness you can't explain. Thank God for the kind of happiness you can't explain. Every right late last night should have bled into another bad day. Thank God for the kind of happiness you can't explain. The sun is a rose and the lake is a bowl of wine. The sun is a rose and the lake is a bowl of wine. Got enough hope for both of us in this heart of mine. The sun is a rose, the lake is a bowl of wine. So God bless this beautiful morning till it's gone. God bless this beautiful morning till it's gone. And I'm gonna feel when it goes, I don't know. That's another song. So God bless this beautiful morning till it's gone. Put your weight on me, honey. Drop it on me like a stone. Put your weight on me, honey. Drop it on me like a stone. Take out your heavy weapons, blood is a feather. I'll never leave you alone. Put your weight on me, honey. Drop it on me like a stone. Yeah, right now I feel like I'm never gonna let you down. Yeah, right now I feel like I'm never gonna let you down. The thing about all these beautiful ones, they don't stand alone. Right now I feel like I'm never gonna let you down. So God bless this beautiful morning till it's gone. God bless this beautiful morning till it's gone. And I'm gonna feel when it goes. I don't know. That's another song. So God bless this beautiful morning till it's gone. Thank you so much. Green River Festival says as long as you want.
All right, we are. This is the one we're gonna do one more, and we want to end. Instead of ending with the old chestnut, we want to end with one of our new ones, because we're always rolling forward. And this is
Chestnut.
this is the song about. Loving is not easy. Being kind is not easy. But it's all we got. And yeah, this is a song about.
I feel like, we sort of preach at Ida ad nauseum, but one of the things that we always tell her is empathy is a superpower, and it really, truly is. And these are the times that try our empathy, and it's the time it's the most required, when it's the most difficult to muster sometimes, and everyone's tired, and everyone has been touched by tragedy and loss and hardship, but we get through it together. We are connected. We are so deeply connected, and we get through it together. And I know we can, and I know we are. So I'm just so grateful for this community, to the whole Signature Sounds family, the Parlor Room, the Green River Festival, Signature Sounds Presents. We love you all very, very much, and it's an honor to be a member of this community. And we love all of you who have been supporting Birds for the last 7 years. I'm so grateful, and even though we're doing new permutations, it's us. And you can come find us. The three of us will be doing little private concerts and fun things over on the Birds Patreon. And so I hope you'll join and pop in there now and again and see us. But we'll be out here making lots of music. There's lots more music to come, and eventually we'll get to have a Birds reunion with the whole family. So.
But truly,
Yeah,
yes,
we
these
love you
memories we've cooked up in the last 7 years, we cherish them, and yeah, we thank you so much. So
Lots of love to you all. Lots and lots of love. Stay safe. Take care of each other. We're going to get through this.
I've been on the top of the hill just after the lightning strikes. I had to take the thunder's word, yeah, I know what that's like. And you heard the muffled music thump outside the gymnasium. Doors swung open, some felt broken, you never went on in.
Coldest stars ask nothing of you, child. You don't ask who you are, you won't ask who you are.
Come on, baby, don't give up now. You know it's getting ready for the turnaround. And the consecrated saints in motion, they're gonna kiss our $40 wedding ring. I met you, I was so scared, you were scared as me. But we were more than the sum of our hearts, it was some kind of alchemy. We flew out on the edge of the storm, we rode the wild sea. We were the question and the answer, we were forced to poetry. Now after all these years, I can't believe that this is how it ends. Like a cloud of hornets all around us, these little dissatisfactions. Words like waves against the cliffs, erosion you can't see. Enough to tear two souls apart, neither one knows it's happening.
The coldest stars ask nothing of you, child. Won't ask who you are, don't ask who you are. Come on, baby, don't give up now. You know it's getting ready for the turnaround.
And the consecrated saints in motion, they're gonna kiss our $40 wedding rings. We are one, we are two, we are three. Look at our girl just drawing something. Draw your mama, draw your pop. Put that sun in the corner tile. And put some grass there beneath our feet. And don't forget the lollipop tree. Put some grass there beneath our feet. Don't forget the lollipop tree. We are one, we are two, we are three. We are one, we are two, we are three. We are one, we are two, we are three. Don't forget, don't forget. Thanks, sweetheart.
Thank you so
Thanks, Signature Sounds.
much.
We love y'all so much.
We love you guys. Wishing
Say
you
goodnight,
just...
Ida.
Ida wants to. She was dancing wildly off camera to the last one. Good night. We love you all so much. Be well. Be well. We'll be out there. Love you guys. Bye.